Welcome back to our channel History Coins HD. As you that old is gold, but these rare Lincoln penny coins that are most valuable than you think, don't spend one of them. You're lucky if you have one of these, so please watch complete video and find your treasure. Let's start this. Top 1 today, we have an exciting journey into the world of rare and valuable coins. We're diving deep into the fascinating story of the 1966 Lincoln penny, a coin that may seem ordinary at first glance but could be worth far more than you ever imagined. If you have one of these pennies lying around, you might just be holding on to a hidden fortune. So, stay with us until the very end, where we'll reveal the staggering price that one of these pennies could fetch in the market today. The Lincoln penny has been a staple of American currency since its introduction in 1909. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure rather than a symbolic representation of liberty. This decision was made to honor Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, on the centennial of his birth. The coin quickly became one of the most recognizable and widely used pieces of currency in the country. By 1966, the Lincoln penny had already undergone several changes, but it remained a key part of everyday transactions. The year 1966 was particularly significant for U.S. coinage because it fell within a period of transition. The mid-1960s were marked by a severe coin shortage, which led the U.S. Mint to take drastic measures. One of these measures was the removal of mint marks from all coins produced between 1965 and 1967 to discourage hoarding by collectors. As a result, every Lincoln penny from 1966 lacks the traditional mint mark that would normally indicate whether it was struck in Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco. At first glance, the 1966 Lincoln penny might not seem all that special. It features the familiar image of President Lincoln on the obverse, designed by Victor D. Brenner, a design that has remained largely unchanged for over a century. The reverse side showcases the Lincoln Memorial, a design introduced in 1959 to commemorate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. While millions of these coins were produced, certain factors can make specific pennies from this year incredibly valuable. One of the biggest factors that determine a coin's worth is its condition. A 1966 Lincoln penny in poor or heavily circulated condition will usually be worth only its face value. However, if you happen to have one in pristine, uncirculated condition, the value jumps significantly. Coins that have been carefully preserved over the decades, without any signs of wear or damage, are much rarer and command much higher prices from collectors. But beyond condition, there's something even more exciting about the 1966 Lincoln penny: rare errors. Coin errors occur when something goes wrong during the minting process, and collectors are always on the lookout for these unique anomalies. Some of the most sought-after errors include doubled die coins, off-center strikes, and planchet errors. A doubled die error happens when the coin is struck twice by the die, resulting in a noticeable doubling of the design elements. This could mean that Lincoln's portrait, the lettering, or other details appear slightly duplicated. If you have a 1966 Lincoln penny with a doubled die error, you could be looking at a serious payday. Another error to watch for is an off-center strike, where the coin's design is not properly aligned due to a misfeed in the minting press. The more dramatic the off-center shift, the more valuable the coin becomes. Then, there are planchet errors, where the coin is struck on the wrong type of metal or with missing features. These mistakes are extremely rare, making them highly desirable to collectors. So, how much could a rare and valuable 1966 Lincoln penny be worth? While most of these pennies won't fetch more than a few cents over face value, an extremely rare and well-preserved version with an error could be worth an astounding $82,000. That's right. A single penny from 1966, if it meets the right criteria, could be worth more than most people's annual salaries. This just goes to show that sometimes, the smallest and most overlooked pieces of change can hold the biggest surprises. If you have a collection of old coins, it's worth taking a closer look. You never know what treasures might be hiding in plain sight. And if you're serious about coin collecting, always remember to check for minting errors, evaluate the coin's condition, and consider professional grading to maximize its value. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey through the history and value of the 1966 Lincoln penny. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest discoveries in the world of rare coins. Who knows? The next coin in your pocket could be worth a fortune. Top 2. We're diving deep into the fascinating story of the 1981 Lincoln penny, a coin that might seem like an ordinary piece of pocket change but could actually be worth a fortune. Imagine finding a penny in your collection that turns out to be worth a life-changing amount of money. Stick around until the very end, because we're going to reveal just how much a rare version of this penny could be worth today. The Lincoln penny has been a staple of American currency for more than a century. First introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln, this penny quickly became one of the most recognizable and widely used coins in the United States. Over the years, it has seen several design changes, but Lincoln's portrait has remained a constant, serving as a tribute to one of the nation's greatest presidents. By 1981, the Lincoln penny had already undergone a major transformation. In 1959, the reverse design was updated to feature the Lincoln Memorial, replacing the original wheat ears design. This new look, designed by Frank Gasparo, remained in circulation for decades. However, the early 1980s marked an important transition in the composition of the penny. For many years, pennies were made of 95% copper, but rising metal costs forced the U.S. Mint to explore other options. In 1982, just 1 year after the 1981 D penny was produced, the composition was changed to 97.5% zinc with only a thin copper coating. This makes 1981 one of the last years to feature the original mostly copper composition, making these pennies even more desirable to collectors. So, what makes the 1981 D Lincoln penny special? First, let's talk about the D mint mark. This letter indicates that the coin was minted in Denver. The Denver Mint produced millions of pennies that year, but not all pennies are created equal. While most of these pennies are still only worth a single cent, certain rare varieties, error coins, and exceptionally well-preserved examples can be worth far more. One of the biggest factors that influence a coin's value is its condition. A 1981 D penny that has been heavily circulated and shows signs of wear is unlikely to be worth much beyond its face value. However, if you have a penny that is in mint or uncirculated condition, meaning it looks just as fresh as the day it was struck, it could be highly valuable. Collectors are always on the lookout for coins in pristine condition, and the fewer imperfections a coin has, the more desirable it becomes, but condition isn't the only thing that can make a 1981 D penny incredibly valuable. Error coins are where things get really exciting. Minting errors happen when something goes wrong during the production process, resulting in coins that have unique and unintended features. These mistakes make certain coins extremely rare and highly sought after by collectors. One of the most famous types of errors is the double die error. This occurs when the coin's design is stamped more than once at slightly different angles, creating a doubling effect on the lettering or the image of Lincoln himself. A 1981 D penny with a strong double die error can be worth an impressive amount of money. Another valuable error is the off-center strike. This happens when the blank coin, known as a planchet, is not properly aligned with the dies during striking. The result is a coin with part of the design missing or misaligned. The more dramatic the misalignment, the more valuable the coin becomes. Then, there are planchet errors. Since 1981 was one of the last years before the switch to a zinc core, some pennies may have been struck on experimental or leftover planchets from previous years. These rare occurrences can make a 1981 D penny worth significantly more than a regular one. So, what could a rare and valuable 1981 D Lincoln penny be worth today? While most of these pennies won't fetch more than a few cents over face value, an extremely rare, high-grade, or error version of this coin could be worth an astonishing $76,000. That's right. A single penny from 1981, if it has the right characteristics, could be worth more than most people make in a year. This just goes to show that treasures can be hiding in plain sight, even in the change you carry every day. If you have a collection of old coins or come across an old penny, take a closer look. You never know what you might have. Always check for minting errors, evaluate the condition, and consider having the coin professionally graded if you think it could be valuable. Thanks for joining us on this journey through the incredible world of coin collecting. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on future discoveries. Who knows? The next time you check your pocket change, you might just find a fortune waiting for you. Top 3. We're diving into the incredible world of rare coins to uncover the hidden value behind an ordinary-looking penny, the 1961 D Lincoln penny. You might be surprised to learn that this small copper coin, if it has the right features, could be worth a fortune. That's right, a single penny from 1961 might be far more valuable than you ever imagined. So, stay with us until the very end, where we'll reveal just how much a rare version of this coin could be worth today. the Lincoln penny has been a staple of American currency for over a century. First introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln, this coin became the first U.S. currency to feature a real historical figure. The Lincoln penny quickly gained popularity and has remained in circulation ever since. Over the years, the design has gone through a few modifications, but Lincoln's image on the front has stayed the same, serving as a tribute to one of America's most respected leaders. By 1961, the Lincoln penny featured the well-known obverse design by Victor D. Brenner, showing Lincoln's profile with the words "In God We Trust" above, liberty to the left, and the year 1961 to the right. The reverse side, designed by Frank Gasparo, displayed the Lincoln Memorial, which replaced the original wheat ears design in 1959. This design change was made to honor the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth, and it remained on the penny until 2008. The 1961 D Lincoln penny was minted in Denver, as indicated by the small D mint mark located beneath the date on the obverse. The Denver Mint produced millions of these pennies that year, but not all of them are equal in value. While most of these pennies were used in everyday transactions and remain common, certain rare varieties, error coins, and exceptionally well-preserved examples can fetch high prices in the collector's market. One of the most important factors in determining a coin's value is its condition. A heavily circulated 1961 D Lincoln penny, one that has been passed through many hands and shows significant wear, is typically worth only its face value. However, if you have a 1961 D penny in mint or uncirculated condition, one that has been carefully preserved and still retains its original luster, it could be worth far more. Collectors seek out these well-preserved coins, and the higher the grade, the higher the price. But beyond condition, what really makes a 1961 D penny incredibly valuable are rare errors and unique variations. Coin errors occur during the minting process and can turn an otherwise common penny into a highly sought-after collector's item. One of the most famous types of errors is the double die error. This happens when the coin is struck more than once by the die, causing slight but noticeable doubling of the lettering, numbers, or Lincoln's profile. A 1961 D penny with a strong double die error can be extremely rare and valuable. Another valuable error is the off-center strike, where the design of the coin is not properly aligned due to a misfeed in the minting press. The more off-center the strike, the rarer and more valuable the coin becomes. If you find a 1961 D penny with a severe off-center strike, you could be looking at a highly collectible piece. Planchet errors are another fascinating category. These occur when a coin is struck on a planchet that was not intended for that specific coin. In some cases, pennies have been found struck on thinner or thicker planchets, leading to unique variations that collectors are eager to obtain. Additionally, some 1961 D Lincoln pennies have known die cracks or cuds, which are raised portions of metal caused by a break in the minting die. These small but noticeable irregularities can significantly increase a coin's value among collectors who specialize in minting errors. And now, for the moment you've been waiting for. How much could a rare and valuable 1961 D Lincoln penny be worth today? While most of these pennies remain in common circulation and are only worth their face value, an extremely rare and well-preserved version with a unique mint error could be worth an astonishing $88,000. Yes, you heard that right. A single penny from 1961, if it has the right characteristics, could be worth more than a brand new luxury car or even a down payment on a house. This just goes to show that even the smallest coins can hold incredible surprises, and you never know what treasures might be hiding in your loose change. So, if you have a collection of old coins or come across an old penny, take a closer look. You might be holding onto something truly valuable. Always check for minting errors, evaluate the condition, and consider having the coin professionally graded to determine its true worth. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the fascinating world of rare and valuable coins. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about hidden treasures in your pocket change, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest discoveries. Who knows? The next time you check your change, you might just find a fortune waiting for you. Top 4. We're unlocking the mystery behind an ordinary-looking coin that could be hiding a massive payday, the 1980 D Lincoln penny. If you've ever come across one of these pennies in your collection or pocket change, don't be too quick to dismiss it. Because under the right conditions, this tiny copper coin could be worth an incredible sum of money. Stick around until the very end, where we'll reveal just how much a rare version of this penny could be worth today. The Lincoln penny has been a cornerstone of American currency for over a century. First introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln, this coin made history as the first U.S. currency to feature a real person rather than a symbolic figure. Since then, it has remained one of the most widely used and collected coins in the country, undergoing several design and composition changes over the years. By 1980, the Lincoln penny had already undergone significant transformations. The obverse side still featured the famous portrait of Lincoln designed by Victor D. Brenner, accompanied by the words "In God We Trust" above, "Liberty" to the left, and the date 1980 to the right. However, the reverse design had been changed in 1959 to feature the Lincoln Memorial, created by Frank Gasparo, to commemorate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. This design remained in circulation for nearly 50 years until it was replaced in 2009. The 1980 D Lincoln penny was minted in Denver, as indicated by the small d mint mark beneath the date. The Denver Mint produced hundreds of millions of these pennies that year, making them fairly common in everyday circulation. However, not all pennies from 1980 are equal in value. While most of these pennies remain ordinary pocket change, certain rare variations, minting errors, and pristine condition coins have caught the attention of collectors, and their values have skyrocketed. One of the most critical factors in determining a coin's worth is its condition. A heavily circulated 1980 D Lincoln penny, which has been passed through countless hands over the decades, will generally only be worth its face value. However, if you happen to have a penny in mint or uncirculated condition, meaning it looks just as fresh as the day it was struck, it could be worth much more. Coins that retain their original luster and show no signs of wear are rare finds, and collectors are willing to pay a premium for them. Beyond condition, what makes a 1980 D Lincoln penny incredibly valuable are rare errors and unique variations. Errors occur when something goes wrong during the minting process, resulting in coins with distinctive and often one-of-a-kind features. These mistakes make certain coins highly desirable among collectors. One of the most famous types of errors is the double die error. This happens when the coin is struck more than once by the die, creating a noticeable doubling effect on the lettering, numbers, or even Lincoln's portrait. If you have a 1980 D penny with a strong double die error, you might be holding onto an incredibly valuable piece. Another error to look out for is the off-center strike. This occurs when the blank coin, known as a planchet, is not correctly aligned with the dies during the striking process. The more off-center the strike, the rarer and more valuable the coin becomes. In some cases, coins that are missing significant portions of the design due to an off-center strike can sell for substantial amounts. Planchet errors are another category that can dramatically increase a coin's value. Since pennies were still primarily composed of copper in 1980, just 2 years before the transition to a zinc core, some were struck on planchets with incorrect metal compositions or improper thickness. These rare occurrences can make a 1980 D Lincoln penny significantly more valuable. Additionally, die cracks and cuts can add value to a coin. A die crack occurs when the minting die itself develops small fractures, leading to raised lines or irregularities on the finished coin. A cut is an even more dramatic error, where a chunk of the die breaks off, leaving a large raised blob on the coin. Collectors love these unique features, as they make the coin a one-of-a-kind collectible. And now, for the moment you've been waiting for, how much could a rare and valuable 1980 D Lincoln penny be worth today? While most of these pennies remain in circulation with minimal value, an exceptionally rare and well-preserved version with a unique minting error could be worth an astonishing $78,000. Yes, you heard that right. A single penny from 1980, if it meets the right conditions, could be worth more than a luxury car or even a down payment on a house. This just goes to show that treasures can be hiding in plain sight, even in the coins you carry in your pocket every day. So, if you have a collection of old pennies or happen to come across a 1980 D Lincoln penny, take a closer look. You never know what you might have. Always check for minting errors, evaluate the coin's condition, and consider having it professionally graded to determine its true value. Thank you for joining us on this exciting journey into the world of rare and valuable coins. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about hidden treasures in your pocket change, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest discoveries. Who knows? The next time you check your change, you might just find a fortune waiting for you.